Moving on from last time when we looked at using inputs and variables and printing our outputs, we have, here you can see that we've got what is your name, hello plus name. What we're going to actually do is extend that even further and actually have, rather than name, I'm going to put in first name. And you can see I'm not leaving a space in my variable name. Okay, it has to be one word. You could use underscores, or you might capitalise the start of the next word, which is actually called camel case. It's like you've got your camel humps. Again, I'd need to just change that variable name there so that they match. Because if I'm recalling it, they have to be consistent. So, I've got my first name. I then want a surname. It doesn't matter that this isn't consistent with the same format, so long as whenever I use that same variable name again, that is consistent. So, please enter your surname. Ooh, you can see I've gone to caps there, but it's not going to affect my code. This time, I'm going to extend it by not only adding in my first name, but I can use a comma and I'll then want to add in my surname. Or instead of a comma, again I could do that same with first name there. Instead of commas, I could just put 2 pluses. Either way, it's going to add those 2 variables that I've input back in. So if I run the code, please enter your name, Bob. Hello Bob, enter your surname. You can see I've made a mistake there. I've not put the space before my speech mark. Really important, because otherwise it just merge those together. So I'm just going to run that one more time. Please enter your name, Bob. Enter your surname. You can see now that there's a space. So I've put Smith. Hello Bob Smith. Again, it's merged them. So what I might do is actually add in an empty space. Oops, rather than equals user plus. So hello first name plus space plus surname. So if I run it again, hopefully, you can see there that we've got a little bit of a space. So you can recall multiple variables. Something else that might come in useful is what we call the \n, which would let you put code on multiple lines. So if we were telling a joke, what do you call a bear with no teeth? If I put a / and an n, and then I go on to type in my next line, the answer to my joke. Now, I'm going to get rid of the first bit. If I run it, you can see that the gummy bear is actually on the next line. Even though that's one line of code, it's actually separated it out. Another little technique that you can do if you want code on multiple lines, multiple strings, is actually using the speech mark symbol. So that if I had got an address, and I'm just going to put 3 speech marks for this, because it's multiple lines. So I've got an address, Long Lane, oh, can't spell right, Sheffield, and then if I just put a random postcode, and then end it with my 1, 2, 3. If I then print that variable name, print the address, I'm going to comment out that code so I can't see it. Oops, come on. Let's put that. By putting a hashtag in front of it, it won't interfere with this next line of code. So if I run my address, you can see that it's put it on different lines just by using 3 speech marks at the start and then the 3 individual speech marks at the end, and then by printing the variable name. So that's just for 2 different ways if you want to put your text, your strings on different lines. You've got the \n and you've got the speech marks. So 2 different ways of having multiple line strings.